Welcome to our city. I'm Alonzo Jones, sitting in for Mayor Bollwage. Here's what's going on this week around our city. On Tuesday, June 3rd at 9:45 a.m., Mayor Bollwage will attend the DARE graduation ceremony at Dr. Albert Einstein School number 29, located on 919 North Broad Street in Elizabeth. Also, as a reminder, tomorrow, Tuesday, June 3rd, is Election Day. Please remember to vote. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Once again, tomorrow, Tuesday, June 3rd, is Election Day. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. On Wednesday, June 4th at 10 a.m., Mayor Bollwage will attend a tree planting ceremony for the late Corporal Luigi Marciante. The event is held to honor the memory of Corporal Marciante, who died this past September of wounds sustained from an improvised explosive device that detonated near his vehicle in Iraq. For more information, call 908-289-7979. Later in the morning, Mayor Bollwage will attend the DARE graduation ceremony at Nicholas Lacourt, School number 3, located at 700 2nd Street in Elizabeth. Later in the evening, Mayor Bollwage will join members of the Elizabeth Historical Society in a forum. The Historical Society of Elizabeth seeks to preserve and research Elizabeth, New Jersey's rich history. It documents the people, places, and events that shaped the city's past, exploring the social, political, and economic life of Elizabeth through the 20th century and beyond. For more information, call 908-355-9580. Afterwards, Mayor Bollwage will join members of the UNICO, Unity, Neighborliness, Integrity, Charity, and Opportunity for their annual scholarship ceremony. The event will present scholarships, donations to local nonprofits, and the installation of chapter officers. For more information, call 908-289-7979. On Thursday, June 5th at 11 a.m., Mayor Bollwage will present the annual Arrowbear Miller Scholarship this year to recipients Deshaun Pierce and Danielle Durilis, both from Elizabeth High School. The two $500 scholarships will be presented at a ceremony in the mayor's office. The event is sponsored by the City of Elizabeth and the Pioneer Club of Elizabeth, Incorporated. For more information, call 908-820-4238. On Friday, June 6th at 10 a.m., Mayor Bollwage will attend the DARE graduation ceremony at George Washington School number 1, located at 250 Broadway in Elizabeth. Later in the afternoon, Mayor Bollwage will join members of the Elizabeth Portugal Day Committee in the Fadea Popular Carnival. The event will feature foosball, dunk tanks, rides, games, and much more. The carnival will be held until Sunday, June 8th. For more information, contact Jennifer De Silva at 973-517-5333. On Saturday, June 7th at 12 noon, Mayor Bollwage will join the Elizabeth Avenue Partnership in this year's Spring into Summer event. The event will feature a moon bounce, petting zoo, DJ, and fun for the whole family. For more information, call 908-965-0660. Later in the evening, Mayor Bollwage will attend the Elizabeth Columbia Lions Club dinner and dance event. The celebration will feature the installation of new board of directors, food, and music by Magic Sound Band. For more information, call 908-355-9580. If you need more information concerning this or any other public events this week, please call the Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. Joining me today is Paul Mattingly, President of the Elizabeth Historical Society, and Linda C. Epps, CEO of the New Jersey Historical Society. Welcome to you both.
Thank you very much.
Seems like yesterday we were just here talking about some of the great works that you guys do. So welcome back once again.
Well, thanks very much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Now, before we begin talking about the Elizabeth Forum, could you tell us a little about the Historical Society of Elizabeth, New Jersey Incorporated, and the New Jersey Historical Society?
Why don't you go first?
All right. Well, the New Jersey Historical Society is located in Newark, where it has been since its founding in 1845. And the New Jersey Historical Society concerns itself with the history of all of New Jersey. We're happy to partner with other historical societies like we often do with the Elizabeth Historical Society, and perhaps I shouldn't say this, but they're my favorite group to partner with since Elizabeth is my home.
I have no problems with you saying that.
So we are a library, an educational institution. Teachers, bring your students. We are a museum. We have 4 galleries of exhibits and an archives and a publishing house. We publish books and pamphlets on New Jersey history.
Paul, anything you want to add?
Well, I would say that what we try to do as a city unit of this larger picture is to provide a different kind of history, not strictly speaking a political history. We don't assume necessarily, and I would say that even if Chris were here, we don't actually assume that all of the innovative things that happen in the city are driven by government. It turns out that there are many, many voluntary organizations and individuals who have very creative initiatives, and we find them as we try to reconstruct neighborhoods. So we're really trying to build a kind of patchwork knowledge of the city, going neighborhood by neighborhood. And the last time we talked, we were talking about one of those neighborhoods, and we're now doing it again on the eastern patch of North Avenue.
And what are some of the activities of the Historical Society?
Well, we do not have we are not a museum. We are an historic resource for the city. Many organizations hold their meetings there. We do generate new knowledge, and we, as we complete, as we are now, this neighborhood reconstruction, we put it up on our website. It's a virtual museum, as it were. As soon as the information is available, up it goes for everyone to examine. If you don't have a computer yourself, there are computers in the library, which incidentally has become a real resource for us. The new history room is a beauty, and the staffer there, particularly Nancy Smith, has been extraordinarily helpful.
Paul's organization debunks many of the myths that people have about history. They think that it's a dry subject that you study in school, but after that, it has absolutely no relevance to your life. That couldn't be further from the truth. History, I like to say, is something that we all have. And the kind of history that the Elizabeth Historical Society prevents allows each and every individual to see where they have had a place, their families, and they too have a place in what happens in their communities, in their cities, and that is history.
Right. I would add to that we operate on the assumption that information is not knowledge. That what you really need is interpretation and perspective, and in trying to recreate that, you discover lots of things. Last year we talked about the discovery of a tunnel out of the Belcher-Ogden mansion that ran to the Elizabeth River, and we speculated on how that was involved in colonial smuggling as well as the Underground Railroad. We don't have anything quite that dramatic this time, but I think people will find the presentation very enlightening.
Well, I disagree with you, because I think that this year's project of the Aerotropolis, the impact that the Port Elizabeth and that the airport have had on Elizabeth neighborhoods, particularly North Elizabeth, was exciting. And in March, we probably had close to 100 people at the New Jersey Historical Society from Elizabeth and Newark talking about the impact of those two entities, the airport and the trade on the port, on life in our two cities.
Now, you touched on something, so let's talk about the Elizabeth Forum and its central theme, the North Avenue project. So I think that's what you're leading into now.
Well, it is. We are generating information, certainly, about North Avenue, but it is one of the entrances to the city. And so we wanted to think about something larger than just information about North Avenue. And so the theme of this is, how do people enter a city? Do they enter it differently in the year 2000 than they did in 1900? And it turns out the answer is emphatically yes.